Now I'm going to call Neil Harbisson to speak to us on behalf of Izquierda and Positivo.
Well, our great-grandparents probably were the first ones to see technology arriving in cities through maybe subways and trains and machinery. Our grandparents saw the arrival of technology at homes. They saw televisions coming in the house, fridges, washing machines. Our parents' generations were the first ones to see wearable technology arriving into their lives. They're starting wearing wearable digital watches or Walkmans, mobile phones. But what we are now facing is the arrival of the generation that are seeing the arrival of technology becoming a part of our own body, a part of our own senses. We are biologically starting to merge with technology, and the line and the division between technology and citizen is becoming blurry. I'm sure that most of you already feel psychologically united to technology, and you are probably already talking about technology in first person. If we compare language, 20 years ago, most people used to say, my mobile phone is running out of battery. But now if you listen to people, most people say, I'm running out of battery, as if oneself was running out of battery. So the inclusion of technology as part of our own identity is already happening. What is already happening as well is people who are voluntarily merging biologically with technology. I'm one of these cases. I was born completely colorblind, so 15 years ago when I was at university, me and my friend created this system that now allows me to sense colors through vibrations in my skull. So the antenna is surgically implanted by an anonymous doctor, and then the chip inside allows me to feel the vibrations of color. So technology has allowed me to open up a world of color, and now I can sense from infrareds to ultraviolets through vibrations in my head. There's other people in Europe, there's thousands of people in Europe that have merged with technology in order to open up their senses and their mind. And this is how technology should be used. We should be embracing the use of technology in order to open up our senses, open up our minds, and also to communicate in great ways. But what we are seeing is that some governments are actually not using technology in such a way. They are actually using it and trying to become technology as an economy of extraction. So they are trying to monitor us. Also social media platforms are tracking us without our permission. So our freedom is being underestimated. And I think that's what we should defend as citizens. We should try to protect our rights of privacy and defend the right to actually decide who has the right to control or to monitor us. Because some people might like to be monitored, but some people might not like to be tracked. So we should have the freedom to decide. So what we should stand for is technological sovereignty. Basically, we need to bring back democracy into technology, and we need to be in charge of how technology is used in Europe. I think that in the future, we will see that becoming cyborgs, which is basically merging with technology, will be seen as ethical, and it will be seen as something good for our planet and for our species and also for other species. If we look at the history of our species, we've been changing the planet and we've been designing the planet in order to live better, whereas I think we should be changing ourselves and designing ourselves in order to live better. If instead of If instead of creating a light bulb, we create night vision, all these lights would be off. So when we go at home, we wouldn't be switching on the lights, we would have night vision. So whenever we have night vision, cities would be dark, Europe will be dark, but we'll be able to see each other and we'll be able to see the stars again. So this will allow us to actually live at dark and not use electricity. Also, if we can control our own temperature instead of using heaters in the winter and instead of using air conditionings in the summer, if we can control our own temperature, we won't need to change the temperature of the planet. So the more we try to focus technology in the benefit of our environment and also of our own species, I think the better it will be for all of us. Thank you.
As a certified Star Trek fan,